We've got marriage, breakups, and situationships. Stay with us as we break down Season 2, Episode 10 of 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days, right here.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Say goodbye.
Slow dance.
Don't you wanna start hating me?
What?
Feel the way I once felt about you. Girl, it's not you, it's me.
That computer screen.
I used to literally sing this every breakup I had, middle school, high school. I'm like, really in my feelings. Oh, it's over. It wasn't the one for me. I thought we were forever thing. I know you guys can relate. I'm your girl, Alex Bowers.
Oh, you guys, I'm still feeling this song. I'm like, throwback. Oh my God, I love it. Hey guys, I'm Stacey Olivas, and we're so excited to have you back, especially you guys in the live chat. We love hearing from you. Share with us your opinions.
Hi guys, Linda Antwi here, and yeah, we are all in our feelings as usual because 90 days has us all over the place.
Yes, and we got some good news and gossip. You guys are prepared to laugh. Prepared to laugh because there's some funny stuff. A lot happened in the 90-day community this week.
Damn right.
Overall thoughts?
Just
Speechless, clearly.
speechless. I'm kind of like, we'll go into the individual couples, but there's so many thoughts I have. I feel like we're being scammed even more.
Stacey's so mad
I'm
right now.
so mad. I walked into this room and I was like, are there actors on this show? Darn it.
Every episode.
You know, my overall thoughts of this episode was it was convenient that everyone was leaving, even Paul. Do you know what I mean? Like, say goodbye or goodbye for now. It was really convenient, I thought, that all of a sudden you're out of money and all the couples are leaving.
Right. No, I agree. And it was just weird timing, too. Seeing how she just had a miscarriage.
Yeah.
And then it goes right into, oh, and by the way, I'm leaving. I don't have any more money. So I definitely agree with what you're saying.
So do you think this was all like kind of staged? Like production is like, okay, now it's back to head back home. I mean, you might not leave, but we're just going to say you guys are leaving.
Yeah, well, I think it's just like, oh, it's time to film the next thing. We've got something else to film. I'm going to need you guys to come back to the States, so let's figure it out. So wrap it up and figure out what you got to do.
This is episode 10, the end, before the tell-all. So let's wrap, and next season we'll see what happens.
But I feel like there was so much juicy stuff that they could have kept going with this, and they didn't need to end it like this.
Well, 100%.
They should have started in those first 5 episodes that were 2 hours long. They could have threw in some of the juice.
Right. And one of the couples that was really juicy but just stopped out of nowhere was Ricky and Jimena. But the whole situation with his wife that was messaging her, and she basically said that he told the wife it wasn't a serious situation between him and Jimena. How did you feel about that? I was surprised.
I want to know if this is his wife, or you know how he said it's like he broke up with, like it's an ex-wife.
They're still married.
They're still married, but are they together? Like, is this still set up like how Linda said in the news? Like,
they're still together.
I'm confused. I'm so confused.
Okay, so word on the street is that they were still together up until the filming of this season. And the word on the street is that they're separated, but they're not together. Does that make sense?
Like they're seeing each other. They still have that contact,
Yes.
you know, like.
My question here, if we're really going to get into this couple right now, is how did the wife get her phone number?
He had to give it to her.
Right.
It's part
Or
of
production.
Because
True.
well, I think he gave it to her because it's part of the whole scam. She was in on it from the beginning, which is what we talked about a few episodes ago.
I don't think Jimena was mad enough. Did you get that vibe? Like, it's just like, where's the... I think maybe she's just like, she has no more energy, and I think she already knows, like, it's not going to work out, because once the trust is gone, it's really gone. It's really hard to build back up. And I just feel like she knows, okay, he's going back to the States. It's done. She was upset, like, okay, I'm really getting played again. Like, this is just ridiculous. But she didn't put any emotion into it. Like, it was just sitting down on the bed, just like,
Yeah, because she was like, lie after lie after lie after lie. Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know, at what point do you say, you know what, enough is enough?
So do you think because he's now going back, she's just going to be like, oh, I'll just let it fizzle out? Or she's going to still go on?
Listen, even in the car when he said you have to get the paperwork and stuff ready, she was basically saying, you're still married. And like, she basically like brushed it off her shoulders. Like, she knew it wasn't going anywhere after that car ride. It was, I miss you. She was playing the game. Get your camera time, girl. And then they went their separate ways. And I think that's the end of Jimena.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, other than the tell-all, which we saw a bit of her. But
That didn't look good.
It did not. So I don't know. I'm kind of like,
She's over it. She's checked out. She's
100%.
like, she's gonna look nice on camera, be sweet and everything, but then like she's like, bye, Felicia, you're done.
I'm over it for her. But I just really feel like I wish there was a little bit more with that, because it happened. It was he sat on the bed and they talked about it for like 2 seconds, and then that was it. And you guys want us to tune into the tell-all, but give us a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like, this was juice that really could have happened 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
A lot of
played out.
A lot of the people in the live chat, Skinny B1111 said Ricky is a scammer. And then Coffee Time said, when will TLC learn to scam the scammers of 90 Day?
Seriously.
I mean,
That
really.
could be its own spinoff.
Yeah. Scamming the
I mean,
scammers.
here's the thing too. You know, I'm so disappointed in Ricky personally, because I was a fan. Like, I was a fan from the beginning. I thought, oh, you know, he just wants love, and he just open to everything in romance. And now he's just like a lie after a lie after a lie. And what I can't believe is that he's married. B, with this episode, they kind of just wrapped it up so quickly. I'm surprised that we didn't hear from Melissa. I'm surprised that Jimenez wasn't angrier and there wasn't like an explosive scene.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I felt they were setting us up for, and we never got there.
The best thing we got was him jumping in the water.
Was that even really much, though?
It's just like
it
the
was just a
comedy.
little funny seeing him try to get out.
I just think that, you know, like it was, I keep looking back and seeing how we were scammed. I think it was too good to be true in the beginning. Ricky seemed like this sweet, innocent, lovable guy. And it was just, he was saying all the right things. And now that we see him and we know the news in the background, like he was saying in this episode, he says he feels pity for breaking her heart. And I'm like, come on. You're just saying all the right things to get us to just still feel like you really love her.
I want to agree with the too good to be true, but I can't, because we did just have Molly last season, and she actually like stayed on our good side the entire season. So I feel like I thought, because remember at the beginning of the season, I was comparing couples. I just knew it in my head. He is just like Molly, you know, he's sweet, blah, blah, blah. You tried it. The fact that I really compared him to Molly really upsets me.
I know, and we were like, maybe we should set them up. Hell no,
Like, no. He's just such bad news.
Yeah, he's bad news, and he's just the biggest liar, scammer.
Well, actually, we're not done.
Good. He's a good
Isn't he?
salesman.
Yeah.
And you know what?
He is.
There were signs, though, guys, because, you know.
Give us some.
Well, think about it. He's been married twice, has 2 different baby mamas, trying to add the 3rd one. Like,
Fast.
We just swept, at least I did. I swept that to the side, like, oh, you know, he's just unlucky in love, but maybe that's his game.
Maybe
You
he's
know
a
what I mean?
nice guy that attracts the bad girls that like use him or something. That's what I thought.
No, he's a dog.
No, but now
he's a
seeing
dog. And then every time he thinks he can level up, do you know what I mean by that? Like hotter, prettier, younger. That's what he does.
He does, yeah. Big facts.
Luann said those are the guys women need to be aware of.
No,
For real.
seriously. So
I'm
I kind of want to jump into Rachel and John.
Let's jump in.
Since we're talking about, you know, leveling up and things of that nature. I feel like, well, we talked about this last week. In this episode, she was feeling some type of way about the ex and how that was going to happen. And luckily, the ex didn't even show up.
I'm mad about that.
I wanted some drama.
Listen, why did you build it up for like 3 episodes that he ran into the ex, he invited the ex to the party, pre-party, wedding party, and then you have a little bit of a squabble about the ex, and then the ex doesn't even come?
Right.
Like, why did we waste time? Why did we waste 3 episodes?
Right.
Why?
They had us kind of thinking for a second before
That
they
was
said
that
anything
girl.
that the cousin was the ex. I'm like, she's cute.
She's super cute.
Yeah,
Yes.
I feel like Rachel was even staring at her like, is that her?
She
Was that
was.
her? And then she's like, oh, he's like, that's my cousin. And she's
Yes. Yes.
Dude, that was so funny.
But you know what, guys? It was interesting because he kind of snapped at her.
outside.
Did you see- yeah, outside.
Yeah, he did.
So I feel like, you know, that like temper that he's like, it's there.
It's definitely
So I
there.
feel like there is some background stuff that we don't know maybe that's going on.
He's
I'm
a
gonna
little
be skeptical of all of them now.
No, seriously. He's a little sketchy though. Like
Yeah.
even when they were in the jewelry store and he was talking about how
That
a
was
ring
nonsense.
is uncomfortable and Like, are you serious?
Okay, first of all, how do you even know if it's
Yes.
uncomfortable? If you said you've never been married, you've never worn jewelry, so how do you know it's uncomfortable? You've never been to a wedding, John. How old are you? You've never ever been to a wedding?
Oh, you've never seen anyone get married.
Right, that's what I mean. Like, are you crazy? And then how common is it for a man to wear? The guy was like, yeah, there's no excuse. Every guy
Yeah.
gets a wedding ring.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
See,
Like,
so this is where her insecurities also, because everyone was like, oh, she's insecure. She needs to like be more secure about this. But I feel like there are things he is doing to also add to those insecurities big time.
100%. Like, you can say
Like the way he's treating her, maybe behind the scenes, he's like not that nice to her, or maybe he says things about her looks. You don't know, or compares her to his exes.
Probably. But my thing, I really wanted to drop kick him in his throat. You can say that you haven't been to a wedding, but you can't say you haven't seen one, even if it's through social media.
That's
Is
what
what I
I'm
mean?
saying.
Like, you've seen people exchange rings.
stop
You're not
playing.
that dumb.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
he
stop
was,
playing.
and she kind of checked him a little bit, like, come on. And it is just like, okay, I'm going to be in a whole nother country. You can at least wear the ring as a symbol of our love so that when you're walking around, these ladies know you're taken.
And how about
Exactly.
have this conversation before you show up at the jeweler's? Like, are you serious? The jeweler even had to put him in check. Like, there's no excuse here
He didn't fall for it.
at all.
No. That was really embarrassing that
kinda
he even
sad
had
too.
to have an interview,
Yeah.
you know?
And it's kind of sad that he won't give that to her because she's already insecure about all the women he's dated in the past, how he had open relationships, etc. And then he's like, oh, but I'm not going to wear a ring and I'm going to be so far away and I don't know when we're going to see each other again because,
Stupidness.
Yeah.
I mean, throw her a bone.
And then another
Shoot, she's
stupid
paid
thing
for everything.
Another stupid thing that we learned was that he just like quit his job, just didn't tell her anything, and then wanted to hit her with the, drop the bomb, and I'm $50,000 in debt, and it's from college.
So let me be clear on this as well. You're getting married, and where you work would not give you a week off to get married, so you quit. I don't know about you, but that sounds ridiculous to me. It sounds like a big fat lie.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
You think he got fired?
Either he got fired or he wasn't working
Yeah.
in the first place.
Because he has been
lying
filming a lot, so just randomly, like,
I'm just saying, like,
Maybe he thinks he's going to be a star now, so he doesn't need a job.
news flash.
I'm just saying, what job will not, like, that's a low class job if they don't let you take a week off so you can marry your wife. Like, come on, stop it.
And then he didn't want her to be upset, like, and you're just now telling her this? It's
Right,
just all, it was all backwards.
And then $50,000 worth of debt. Like, how much did school cost there? Because he doesn't even have a degree. So what? $50,000. Remember, he got kicked out for fighting.
Guys, is this going to be like an Asin thing?
Like, what $50,000? I'm just curious.
I don't know, but I know school is super expensive.
It's
It is
super-
expensive.
It's like, wow.
And it is more, I mean, well.
No,
I don't
watching
know.
it, I was like,
Expensive over there.
I really appreciate my dad for paying for school. Like, I didn't have not a loan. Thank you, Father. Thank you, because that gave me anxiety. The whole situation of that much money, and then you're having this. I'm glad they didn't have a big wedding. How about that? Because that could have been really bad.
And, like, I like the fact that John surprised her with her dad and other family on the video chat, but, like, they didn't even show them. Do you know what I mean? Like, they show them from afar, so that could have really been anyone. It could have been, you know how they met on the karaoke app?
Yeah.
It could have just been randoms on the karaoke
Stop.
app. Do you know what? Well, why
Yeah.
didn't they show them? Why didn't they say a little something?
Yeah,
I don't
they
understand that.
Yeah.
There was no close-up, nothing. It was just like, oh, they're here. She's like, oh, my God, that's so... Oh, nothing. Not, hi, Dad, I'm so happy. Nothing.
I was like, why isn't she going up to the phone? Like, it's already like an informal kind of thing
Yeah.
going on
Yeah.
here. Why wouldn't she go up to the phone and be like, I'm so glad you're watching,
all
or
of it.
something? There was nothing.
That's what I'm trying to say, you guys.
Yo, what is
Questions.
up?
Questions.
We're gonna get
There's
into
a lot
this.
of stuff we don't know.
Yeah, 100%. And let's go ahead and give it to Hazel and Tariq, but because this couple, there's a lot
scam.
of stuff we don't know about this couple too.
Okay. I have so much to say about this.
I'm just gonna let you go ahead and jump in.
I think Hazel, okay, I don't 100% know if this is a fact, but Hazel is throwing that she's going to be homeless the next day, and then he's like, I'm going to give you some money. I think she's really good at what she does.
She knew what she
She's
was doing.
really good. Like how she manipulated him, that her sister wants her to marry a guy from Japan. This is the same thing she's doing. She goes, okay, slide me a couple G's. And
Yeah,
then, you know?
it's I will be homeless when
tomorrow.
you leave.
A while of a sudden when you're leaving, when
Yeah.
he's leaving.
And then he's like, but I love you and we're engaged. So, we're going to find an apartment tonight. I don't play that.
You know when his,
Just like that.
You know when his brother Dean said, okay, so he saw the rock and he's like, oh, that's the first like bling bling or the cha-ching that she got out of him. Mm-hmm. And when I was watching this and she was saying that she was homeless and she was staying with her niece, but all of a sudden she can't go back there, no reason given, just because it's crowded. Well, if you don't have a place, then you really don't have a lot of choices. You sleep where you can sleep. But then she can't go back, so now Tariq is going to pay for her to stay at the place, like long-term, whatever it's B&B or whatever it is. She's going to stay there and he's going to pay for it. Why I think, Stacey, you're absolutely 100 on this is the fact that they never even slept together. So don't know if they have sexual chemistry. He doesn't know if she's really in it to be in it. Mm-hmm. That's like a skill.
Mm-hmm. She's good,
and she's just calm. She's collective. She's just like chilling out. She's like, I'm not gonna fight you.
A few snaps for Hazel. Just okay, girl. You're playing the card. You're playing chess, and he's playing checkers.
For real, 100.
Full of Wits in the live chat said, "Homeless this week, pregnant next week?" Exclamation question.
Yeah, she did say
she sure did. Goodness, there's a lot of
but if she's pregnant, that's not Tariq's kid. Because I was like, when the producer said, so you guys have never had sex, and she's like, not now. And then when she asked, how important is sexual chemistry? And then when Tariq said, well, it's not everything, I was like,
he's so full of it though, because that was not the same energy he had at the very beginning.
Plus, we learned a lot about this couple last episode. If you guys were with us last week, so these two are liars as well. 100%. There's a line going on right now.
Yeah.
No, it's just really funny because he says, like, after Hazel asked him to, like, get her a place to live practically, he's like, he could tell that she was embarrassed. Because she doesn't even show any expressions on her face.
Right.
He's like, yeah, she's really embarrassed. Drama.
Speaking of drama.
Yeah,
speaking of drama, guys, you can find so much other drama all over our network because we do a lot of reality after shows, drama after shows. What else? Comedy. What do you guys do? What are some shows you do?
I did drama.
You do drama?
I do like pilot reviews. I do drama.
She's got all the good stuff over there.
I do like super fangirl stuff. So if you're into any of that CW,
check Linda
DC hero stuff.
Yeah. And I do like Florida Bama Shore, Jersey Shore. There's so much drama on that. Well, hey, AfterBuzzer, you can find out so much other drama. Our network produces after shows for nearly all your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more. There is no network that works harder to serve television fans. But we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about pesky notifications, don't be, because they're optional. So hit that subscribe button now for this channel and check out all our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did so in the comments, and we will thank you on air. For now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Shout out time.
Shout out to, oh my goodness, there's so many fans in live chat. Amanda, Luann, Once Upon a Time 518. I love your name. Who else is in the live chat? Skinny B111. That's another funny one. Hey, Full of Wits is with us again.
Hey, guys.
Woo! Kimberly Mayfield. You guys, we love hearing Jacayla Rivers. Oh, nice. So many. Coffee time. Woo!
Oh, coffee time's always.
Yeah, we love her.
Yes.
And you guys also can go and rate us on iTunes. Hit us up in the comments there. Comment, leave your opinions, and give us 5 stars.
Spotify as well, you guys. Yes. We're on Spotify now. Check us out.
We're going all over the internet.
We're really everywhere.
Yes.
Goodness. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. And there's really no excuse for Michael either. From the I had to do
Michael.
That. For Michael. The whole money situation. I just really want to just dive into that because really nothing else happened other than their make-out session in the airport. The whole situation with the money. Now, for anyone just tuning in, Angela called Michael at the end of the episode and was wondering where her money went. She gave him $300 and $900 just disappeared. What happened?
Do you want to go, Stacey? Stacey's face.
The number one question, do you think he had something to do with it?
He absolutely did.
And you?
I told you that from last episode.
Stacey.
I don't know anymore. I feel like Angela also could be just overreacting and being like, I'm gonna attack you. Like, I'm just gonna go.
So
she's
I feel
hard
like
on
he's.
him.
I feel like he's shisty.
You
Okay,
think he's
so-
like a Hazel? He's
Yeah.
like playing her real calmly?
He's good. He's like a Ricky. Where you can
It can be one of two things. Okay, so first of all, in Africa, you don't go to like just any random ATMs all the time, right? Like you try to go to the ATM that's attached to a bank because there is a lot of like scamming and all of that happening, right? So Angela said, at least in this episode, that it was very difficult for her to figure out how to use the cash machine. So she gave Michael her card to use it. He was only supposed to withdraw $300 at a time, right?
Right.
But Angela is now on a plane. So either he withdrew $300 and there was an error, right? So they debited her. That's a possibility.
Oh, that is a possibility.
That's a possibility.
Okay.
Or B, she gets on a plane. She's now out of the country. He still has his debit card, and he's like, "Oh, I have access to free money." And because there are some machines that only give you like a specific amount, like you can only pull out. He pulled out 300, and then he tried another 300, tried another 300, and then probably after that there was no more money, so that's why it was 300, 300, 300, and then that was it. So the question is, does Michael risk coming to America, his dream, for $900, or was he even planning to come anyways?
Listen, he loves Trump too much to not try to make it to the States. Let's be real. That's the one thing him and Hazel had in common. All they saw was red, white, and blue. But at the same time, that is really a hard question because I don't know. I don't have an answer.
Maybe I think also maybe he thought maybe he could make this work with Angela. Maybe there would have been some sort of an attraction, and going back, you know, he was like, I don't really like her that much anyway. So.
That's what I'm saying. So I think
I'm
he
gonna
took
throw
it.
in the towel.
I think he took it, but I also think
Trump shirt, too.
he doesn't think that she's going to freak out. I think he's going to be able to turn around because all the things that she's freaked out about, he's just been calm, and then he's turned it around.
I think he thought he could do both.
Yeah.
Take the money and come to the States.
I wanted to say that. Amanda in live chat said Angela's going to take him on Maury.
Right? She's been there
been
before.
there, been there,
done that.
She don't play.
$900 back.
All right, next up we have Paul and Karini. They're dealing with. Now I feel like we haven't really had much of them for this episode. It was just kind of Paul, Karini going through her miscarriage, and she's at the hospital. And do you think Paul has changed a lot though?
In what way?
Just like, do you think he's any more mature than he was at the beginning of the season?
No, I think we just have less airtime, so we're seeing less crazy.
And you?
And we're seeing more on social media. That's interesting.
Yes.
I think he's distraught. I think he's upset. He's sad. I don't know if he's changed as a person.
Yeah.
I think they're going through a lot. It's sad to see this on TV.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad to know they're going through this too.
And then
It's horrible.
As we talked about at the beginning of the episode, of our episode, he just conveniently runs out of money. And we already said how we felt about that. It was just kind of like, come on.
Yeah, I had questions though. So what I do think is I think that this tragedy brought them together. I think that they would not have made it had they not had this tragedy, which is terrible to say.
It is.
But there were a couple of things I noticed with their little moment. Did you notice that he had a blue shirt on that said Stahl Fabrications?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, so you have a business and you're kind of like low-key promoting it. Because when asked, like, what do you do? And he never answers.
Right.
And all of a sudden he has this shirt.
Didn't he say he worked on computers or something?
Right. So I just thought that was interesting. I wanted to throw that out here. The other thing that I noticed was, like, on this hotel that they were staying at, or he was staying at, the no sheets on his bed, and like all the crap, like paper towel rolls and like unicorns and a bunch, and they're all like,
Yeah.
why is it so junky? Like, what's happening there? Are you guys hoarders? Like, in my mind, I was like, something is not right in that situation. And then when he said that he spent all the money on doctor and hospital bills, and so he had to go back, and she was like, I'm scared that he's not going to come back. I thought that was an interesting thing because I don't actually think he leaves. I think he's still there.
Yeah.
Present day, which we can talk about later.
Yeah.
And then the last thing that I wanted to mention that I thought was super gross is when he smelt to see if his underwear were clean.
I did not notice that.
I didn't notice that either.
What?
Watch it. Watch it when he's like, oh yeah, these are clean underwear.
Stop. Come on, Paul.
I think he's, yeah, that's gross.
That's
I think
so,
he's
like,
still over there,
elementary.
though. Because even people were, when we had him on the show, it just didn't look
gross.
like he was here. So
Yeah.
some
So
people were telling us in the live chat
Yeah.
and some of the fans.
I
They
agree
were
with
saying,
you.
like, the air conditioner or something, it looked like it was from over there.
yeah. No. But at the same time, he can't like. So how did? So he just. You think he flew back just for a second to film the reunion and then just goes right back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when he was here, he said that his wife, well, not his wife. He said that Karini was like at his mom's, or maybe he said her mom's. But he said she was at. I think she was at his mom's house.
I think that she was probably with her mom.
Yeah.
And maybe he said mom's house and didn't preference. We'll have to look back in our footage.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's interesting that there's so many people with businesses on the show.
Yeah. And
Interesting.
I just, well, this is perfect
promotion.
to get into Darcy and Jesse because just
This is all
saying,
a business.
they said that Darcy's store is like actually really closed. Like people posted pictures of it and said it says permanently closed. So I don't know much about that, but I just think that's a good segue into this couple. Who?
It was all out of love.
I don't
Can I
think-
just say that?
Oh, right. I don't think anyone dislikes Jesse more than me. Like I'm the number one Jesse hater.
No, I'm right up there with
He
you.
is a clown. Where is the red nose when you need it? Like he is just like I just don't understand anything. And then the fact that he actually rented a room in the same like hotel. Like come on, he knew what he was doing. And then at the end, she says that they were intimate. He says that they weren't, and he tries to like downplay her. It's just he says this girl is hurt. This girl just needs help. She needs support.
He's in another freaking universe. Like when he talks, he's just like, you're this and you're that. And it's like nothing, no like empathy, no type of like real compassion. It's all fake. It's like I was doing this out of love.
Right.
That's why I got you this hotel room.
It was like even
There's
getting
no
the
realness.
even bringing the bags up. Like he wanted to make sure she was good. You did not. You just wanted to see what reaction you like. How bad you hurt her. Like is she hurt to the core? Let me see.
It's
Right, 'cause
freaking like a
when he-
sociopath.
when he said that he saw, so she called him and he came to her room and the door was open and she was lying on the floor and he had to console her. Like all the stuff that he was saying was so extra. It was making her, he was trying to make her look weak and crazy and emotionally unstable. And we've seen this throughout the whole season. Like it just got worse and worse and worse. So you flew from Amsterdam for what, 2 days? One day to tell her that, oh, it's over. And the next day to watch her crying on the floor. And then and then deny being intimate with her and then peace out.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't even make sense. Like who does that?
Right.
Unless, you want that FaceTime.
Right.
Yeah. And I think also he just likes seeing her, putting her like through crap. He likes
Yeah.
to see her hurt.
Yeah.
I think he gets off on it kind of.
100%.
Yeah.
He loves
To
it.
have her fly out there, to have her go through all of this, to say, oh, I'm going to get you a hotel room out of love, and then I'm going to have an extra day with you. Like, get him off the show,
And
please.
I was hoping this will be our last time seeing him, but we actually do see him. That he shows up
Of
to
course he
the
does.
tell-all.
Why would he not?
He is
Anytime
squeezing.
he can come to the U.S. and be on TV,
Yes.
that's Jesse. That's his mission.
He's squeezing as much time as he can get in.
But people are like hating him more and more, so I think he needs to run away already.
He needs to stop
100%.
opening his mouth.
Like, come on. Like, he's so canceled. I'm just like, we're over him, I think, as a group. Next up, our last couple before we get into news and gossip, Marta and Dia. But were they even really a couple to begin with?
Dear 90 Days, I'm just trying to figure out why you threw Marta in the middle of the season or, 1/3 into the season. And then, I mean, I just don't understand it. I felt like she was a distraction.
100%. It was just kind of random. Like we said, like, what did we get out of her story?
What did we get?
But then it's leading us to the new show,
Which
new
is-
episode. I mean, seriously though, like the way that they left us hanging makes us want more.
From her?
No,
it's
from,
the,
well,
it's
not
over.
from her, but from all the couples. We're just like, well, what happened to them? So I mean, it's gonna lead us into like the next whatever 90 Day Fiance, and then it's gonna lead us into the new spinoff, with her and him, and then they're gonna bring all new people in.
The thing is, we haven't even seen a preview for this new so-called spinoff. What we see right now is the
They've
90
announced
day.
it, though.
I'm excited.
They've announced it. So I've seen some things online, and there definitely is a spinoff where the American goes abroad and does the 90 days there, and how they react and act. I do think that Marta is our introduction to that. And I think that that's why things were left. But I just feel like it could have been a smoother transition.
100%.
It could have been way smoother, and maybe introduce her like in the last episode, like coming up next. You know what I mean?
Maybe, but then we would be really pissed off. Like, let's be real. We would all be up here complaining.
Yeah, but it would be better than, Mom, guess what? He didn't write the letter because we knew he wasn't going to write the letter. And so I had to cancel my trip, and he's not responding to me. And like, I'm just so emotionally distraught over it.
True.
Are you?
Not really. She seemed like a strong woman. Like, it didn't bother
Yeah.
her. The whole thing was set up.
Yeah.
But we're just going to go ahead and hop into news and gossip. Because
News and
there's not much to talk about there.
AfterBuzz TV News.
The news.
What do we have first? Oh, look at the cake.
So I just want to say that this week was a busy week for 90 Day Fiancé. And I wanted to mention real quickly, remember the Kimmy lady who loved Michael? She had her 15 minutes. She was all over social media. She had like a website, not a website, a Facebook page, and she was asking people to support her and help her find Michael. And people were completely jumping on that bandwagon. And hashtag Kimmy was trending.
No
yeah.
way.
Yeah, so-
Did she have like, what's that thing called where you get people to donate? GoFundMe?
She didn't have a GoFundMe, but I
would've been, like, too
mean,
much.
she wasn't able to find him quite quickly. So that's not the end of her.
Yeah.
So
I want to know who posted this picture of
Is she back?
Michael,
Is she on
this
the
cake
new
picture.
season?
pardon?
Is she going to be on the new season?
I mean, who
Probably
knows with
not.
these people?
Who knows?
So I don't know who posted it, but it was in the 90 Day Fiancé Facebook page, and I just thought it was hilarious. It says, "I love you, Angela Cake," and it's a green card with Michael's.
They
picture
went
on
all
it.
out, though. It's really funny to get the
looks
picture
good.
put on it. It's
Yeah.
actually like, you guys, that was great.
Hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And then the next one we have up here, which I think was like funny stuff as well. So, do you remember who these people are?
That's definitely Ricky.
So, yeah, it's Ricky
Who's
and
that?
Courtney. So, Courtney's from 90 Day Fiancé, another season, and Courtney's the one who had problems with her boyfriend, quote unquote, and by the time she came back from her trip, they had broken up. It was done. Like, he was not into her. So, people were like, the rumor on the street is, oh, what's happening? Because you look at his face. He looks like he's up to something, right?
Always.
And so people were like, are these two together? Well, they're not together, they're saying. What they're saying is that they're working on a new YouTube show about relationships that they're going to do together.
How to
supposed to
scam
trust
people?
you. Goodbye.
Oh.
Next.
How to win over
He's
crush?
canceled. You're canceled, Ricky.
She's like, next. Guys, so Darcy posted this. This is Darcy's new man. Apparently he's British, and he's all about her, and he's all on her social media, on her Instagram, saying how much like she's a strong woman, she should leave her past behind her. He totally supports her, and yeah, he's kind of cute.
I'm getting Titanic vibes just from the hat. The whole, like, are you not?
Jack, I think he's kind of cute. I like him
Seriously.
for her.
Yeah.
He's
maybe
like artsy,
nice.
cute.
I wonder his
Yeah.
age.
Yeah, I mean, he
Go
looks a little bit
Darcy.
more age appropriate.
True.
And then the caption underneath it said, "My true English gent, heart." And then she
Okay, girl, I'm not
she
mad at
tags
you.
him.
Go ahead, Darcy.
Yeah,
Honestly, anyone is better than Jesse.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
This is
and I
like
mean
when
that.
those stories turn around and they're just like happy after.
agreed.
Yeah, kind of like Molly.
And then there's another one that you guys should check out on her Instagram feed, where she tags @him and tags my king with a kissy kiss
Go, girl.
emoji. So you
I'm
guys,
so happy for
we know
her.
that John and Rachel got married, and this is one of many, many, many wedding photos that they posted in their My Fairy Tale Facebook page. So remember we talked about that early in the season, how they had their fairy tale and the GoFundMe and all of that. So I just thought it was actually really a beautiful picture. I find it interesting that her other daughter is like nowhere.
Oh, because the dad wasn't playing that.
No.
I
So that
know,
wasn't even.
But it's like so weird
Yeah.
to not even talk about her.
Is she real? I mean, is the
Poor Stacey. She's like,
We've seen her.
nothing is real
I don't
anymore.
know.
there.
Is that his kid? Like
That-
No, we're
biologically?
talking about
I
the
know,
7-year-old,
but the
though.
7-year-old, is she?
I mean,
Where is she?
She's
one
real,
knows.
but her dad wants her nothing to do
Can
with
someone
this.
show us a picture to give us proof?
oh, that probably will happen.
Really?
Now,
The internet can find anything. Guys, this is my
Stop.
favorite
Stop.
meme. And so, guys, we have Michael here. And
There's
someone,
a dance for that. Okay,
someone
Michael.
posted online that Hurricane Michael's coming to the U.S. And
Oh
I
my
just
goodness.
thought it was
To a town near
hysterical. To a town near you.
Oh my
Hurricane
gosh.
Michael.
Aw.
Michael's determined.
All the
For
way.
sure.
All
I
the
mean,
way
he already
determined.
has super fans out there making him cakes.
I mean, someone's trying to
Yeah, he
find
does.
him.
Yeah.
Someone is trying to find him and say, Kimmy wants to sponsor you.
Yeah, his DMs are going crazy.
Crazy. So this last one here, I have so many thoughts about this. So it's from Cafe Meester. It's psychological counseling. And if you see, it's about to inspire and nurture the human spirit, one person, one cup, and one moment at a time. And Jesse labels himself a public figure. And he says, contact me for business inquiries regarding psychological counseling, fitness counseling, plans, public speaking, media, and or modeling.
That terrifies me. If he's gonna give mental health advice to people, I mean, is he gonna just tell them they're all wrong and they're horrible and tell them that?
You have a drinking problem. You have a drinking problem, sir. I'm sorry. Like, that's literally going to be his advice. I don't advise anyone go see Jesse if you really want life help.
Right.
But I'm not trying to ruin your hustle, Jesse. Go ahead and
I
hustle.
mean, go do
what you have to do.
There
because
are maybe that one person out there that's
Yeah.
your super fan.
that was your
mean-
plan the whole time. We know.
But like, you know what's crazy about that? Like, are you gonna go see a non-counselor? Like, is he even certified? And then do you go to someone that says they're a public figure? Like, hey, public figure, help me with my psychological problems.
Right.
This all doesn't make sense to me.
No.
There's some mental stuff going on.
Ricky and Amina are not together, as we know, and he's not dating Courtney like we just talked about. They're just working together, which we just talked about. They are doing this YouTube channel, and I'm wondering how that's going to play into effect for the next 90 days that comes up. And
He's milking everything, though. Because we
course.
already saw his text messages from the other thing. This is how we get on 90 Day Fiance. So, anyone tuning into that, too, let me know, because I will not be.
I'm just curious if they're just gonna like cut these cast members because all this stuff we're finding online. It just makes them.
It just
no,
helps.
you're just gonna add and bring them back next season.
It's growing their audience.
yeah.
That's
bring
all
like
it's doing.
David and Annie back.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually really do miss them.
I miss them.
I-
I feel like I'm like holding on to
You
them.
know, David is really active in the 90 Day Fiance Savage
yeah, he's so
Edition
funny.
on Facebook. So shout out to you guys at Savage Edition. He posted
So
this
funny.
really funny meme of Michael. You know, the Coming to America, the movie, in the Coming to America outfit, and it was
Stop.
hilarious. I was like, David, go ahead with your joke.
Okay.
See, I
David.
mean, I kind of I watch him.
I miss them.
I miss them.
I can't even.
I
lie.
can't
I
believe
miss
we were
all of
saying
them.
that.
How?
Me
I miss
neither. I was so ready
Molly, I miss
to
all
not
of
see David
them.
anymore. I was so annoyed. But anyway, I think it's time to get into our special segment. What do you think? Now, in this segment, I just asked you a couple questions, and these are going to be 2 quick questions today. First question, only 2. That's all we have time for. Do you think at least 3 of these couples will actually last? At least 3.
Let me count them all.
At least 3.
No,
I'm gonna give that a slap no. No from Alex.
2. Oh shoot. I'm gonna say maybe.
Okay, and then why?
Because I looked at my numbers and I think that Courtney and Paul are gonna still be together.
Yeah.
I think John and Rachel, so that gives me 2, and then I have to throw in a wild card with
Stop. Who?
Tariq and Hazel.
that's what I was gonna say. I was
If
gonna-
if she's that good, then
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
You know what? I was going to say the exact same people. I looked at Tariq and Hazel and I was like, she's good at what she does.
She is.
She's in it for the long run. I mean, she might even get married over there and he's still going to be
Possibly.
over here.
Second
Spending her
question.
money.
Would you be willing to get married without your family in attendance?
No. It makes me sad. Like, it depends, I guess.
Like elope.
I'm gonna do this. I could elope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this, but like if we're actually having a wedding, it's not happening unless my family's there. Period. Point blank.
Oh my God, that's hard. Will I
Yeah.
get married without my family being there?
I don't think you would.
I know I wouldn't. I know.
Like, I do not think you would.
Because I'm
Says,
like,
no.
I don't think so either.
I'm like,
So no's from both of you girls.
Yeah, I think, if someone has to, stop the wedding, I hope they're there to do it.
Now-
See me making the wrong
that, and I
decision.
have to have my mom there for sure, and like my
Yeah.
brothers.
Yeah.
I have to
Make sure it's like these
Like,
tears
yeah.
are actually like tears of joy.
Joy,
Let me know.
not like, oh,
What, am I crying tears of joy? Let me know.
with
Mom.
your life.
Yeah. Time for predictions. Now we already know next episode is the tell-all. What do you think is actually going to happen?
It's crazy though. Do you see the tell-all that they all start fighting? And
Yeah.
online it shows that Angela attacks Rachel.
Yeah.
So I think that that's going to be something that happens. I do think that we're going to find out from Tariq and Hazel's relationship that there's something more going on with Hazel.
Right. And you? Predictions?
Tariq and Hazel, she's taking him for the run for his money. She's going to get, And I think,
I'm going to jump in.
I don't even
while you
know
think.
anymore.
I think we're going to find out that Michael actually took the money.
Yep.
And I think that's why she's going off on the couch. And my last prediction, I actually don't have a last prediction. That's the only thing that I know for sure is going to happen. Oh, and also Rachel, did you see her and Angela kind of going at it on
That's
the couch?
what I said.
Oh, you just said
That's
that?
what I said. Angela is going to attack Rachel on
I
that
don't, but I
after
don't
show.
actually see her actually like attacking. So
It's going to happen.
maybe
But
you
you
give us a
guys-
little physical type
Angela
situation.
Maury.
What's
Okay.
going on though? I feel like this is like fake. Like they're just doing it for more publicity. Like
Maybe.
before, I would be like, okay, and Fisa Pow, that little drama. But this is just, come on. Now.
I also
just don't feel like it's real.
Real quick. I feel like we have a different level caliber of couples. Now you compare it to like last season. I think the couples level
Sorry, it's
is a
like
little different. Like
bad.
I can't see Paola or even Molly
Yes.
going on Maury Povich.
right. Well, you guys, we're usually here every Tuesday at 7 o'clock, but next Tuesday we'll actually be gone because we'll be at a mixer for 90 Day Fiance. Now,
we're gonna
if
be
you're
excited.
wondering like how that's going to benefit you, connections, duh. We need more guests on the show, you guys. We know how much you love this show, and that's our goal, right?
Yeah.
To meet new people, see who we can get on here. So next Tuesday we will not be here, but the Tuesday after that we'll definitely catch up and talk all about the reunion or the tell-all. Until then, I'm your girl Alex Bowers. You can follow me all over social media at Hey Alex Bowers.
Hey guys, I'm Stacey Olivas. You can find me all over social media at Stacey_Olivas. Yes, keep us posted on what's going on. We're going to miss you so much next week. I love hearing from you in the live chat. Leave us comments all over social media.
And guys, last but not least, Linda Antwi. You can find me all across social media at Linda Is So Girly. Continue to send me all your scoop. I love getting it, and we love sharing it. And until next time, guys, we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.